Greetings, fellow Taoists, and welcome back to 1991 Review. The Great Calamity has just passed, yet new storms are already brewing. It was thought that after surviving the Yao General's 10 collapses fist and receiving the commander's token, success and fame were achieved. Who would have known that the ancient Yao military camp was the true dragon's pool and tiger's den? The demonic name, Dollar Monim Dollar, within Wang Lin's body had not yet been suppressed, but up ahead, a sinister vice commander had already sharpened his blade. 10,000 arrogant and fierce Yao soldiers, their killing intent soaring to the heavens, were waiting for the new commander to arrive to put him in his place. Dollar Ha Ma Ui Dollar. Will Wang Lin, all by himself, use iron hardness or silk softness to subdue the 10,000 troops? This battle for power and prestige, how much blood will be spilled? Let us, together, witness it. Recalling the events at the end of episode 112, after Wang Lin made his move to punish the guards, the left-wing Yao general immediately descended, his killing move striking directly towards him. Facing the sixth form of the 10 collapses fist, Wang Lin's entire body suddenly transformed into a purer, demonic phantom. He took but one step, his movement technique ghostly, directly penetrating the fierce energy of the sixth collapse, causing it to shatter like sea foam. Facing the seventh collapse, Wang Lin this time was even too lazy to make a move. He merely channeled his supreme demonic name, his eyes as sharp as lightning, staring fixedly into the void of apparent collapse, and roared two words: "Give way!" Dollar THOI, dollar. The sound, carrying a domineering will, had just faded when the seven collapse, before it could even fully form, was immediately shaken and dispersed. The left-wing Yao general's expression finally changed drastically. He suddenly realized he had made a fatal mistake. He had severely underestimated this young man's cultivation. Despite this, his killing move did not stop. The 8th collapse and 9th collapse struck out in succession, their might shaking the heavens and the earth. Wang Lin's eyes grew heavy. Surging demonic chi, Dollar Makai Dollar, transformed into a long spear, piercing the sky to meet the attack, while his body simultaneously retreated rapidly. Seeing this, the Yao general suddenly burst into laughter. You know when to advance and when to retreat. You understand the times. Very good. With those words, he waved his sleeve, and the world-destroying 10 collapses fist instantly dissipated. The sky cleared, as if nothing had happened. He smiled, his eyes filled with arrogance, and his resonant voice boomed. Although you did not break all 10 of my fists, your cultivation level is sufficient to assume the post of commander. I, left-wing Yao General Yun Leihai, hereby appoint you as a commander of the ancient Yao city, in command of 10,000 Yao soldiers. As his voice still echoed, a dark bronze token pierced through the air toward Wang Lin. You shall temporarily rest and recuperate in the ancient city. After 7 days, someone will naturally lead you to the military barracks. With those words, his figure blurred and then vanished into the void. Wang Lin accepted the token, his expression calm. He turned and, together with San and Hu Bao, entered the ancient Yao city. Casually finding an inn, he immediately sat cross-legged in meditation. It turned out that after entering the demonic state to fight, the demonic name in his body was rampaging with extreme ferocity. He had to spend 4 full days and nights to forcibly suppress all the demonic name, sealing it within his Tao heart. Wang Lin knew clearly that if he allowed this demonic name to corrode his Tao heart, he would completely suffer cultivation deviation, Dollar Tao Hoa Nap Ma Dollar, turning into a senseless demon lord who only knew how to kill. This was also the reason he had proactively retreated before the 8th and 9th collapses, precisely to protect his Tao heart from being tainted by the demonic influence. Just like that, Wang Lin entered secluded cultivation, heedless of the passage of time. In the blink of an eye, the scene shifted to a bustling street within the ancient city. Wang Lin, Hu Bao, and San were also strolling, Wang Lin's expression a bit dazed, his thoughts adrift. Suddenly, his gaze stopped at a small tavern named Juqing Lao, Green Bamboo House. He had just paused when a waiter quickly ran out to welcome him. Wang Lin's mind stirred, and he nodded in agreement, following the man inside. A table of spirit wine and delicacies was served. San immediately filled a cup with leaf-brewed wine and offered it respectfully. Wang Lin took a small sip. The familiar, strong flavor immediately rushed into a sea of consciousness, stunning him, making him recall the simple days with the Nyo's family. The emotion surged, and his Tao cultivation heart state fluctuated violently. With a clang, the wine cup in his hand fell and shattered to pieces. San and Hu Bao were alarmed, knowing the old ancestor was having a problem. Just at this moment, the tavern door was pushed open forcefully. 7 or 8 Yao soldiers, their bodies reeking of killing intent, stepped in, boisterously taking over a large table. The leader, whose cultivation was not shallow, chugged a jar of wine, and then casually threw it directly towards Wang Lin's table, where it shattered. San's, Hu Bao's eyes flashed with a cold light, but seeing Wang Lin's unstable mental state, they forced themselves to endure. From their discussion, The situation gradually became clear. That leader turned out to also be a commander. They were clearly jealous of Wang Lin, the one who had been specially appointed, and so they wanted to come and test the new commander's abilities. After a while, that commander, his face grim, chugged another jar of wine and coldly declared, "I want to see what abilities this new commander actually has. If he truly has the guts, let him deploy the Zhu Xian formation. Dollar true, Tian Tran dollar." As soon as the 3 words Zhu Xian formation were spoken, the surrounding Yao soldiers' faces immediately turned pale, the air seeming to freeze. Evidently, this was an extremely terrifying great killing formation. At the same time, Wang Lin was still lost in his memories. The inner demon, Dollar Tama Dollar, took the opportunity to rise, and immortal energy in his body began to diffuse outwards uncontrollably. San, worried, quickly sent a telepathic message. "Old ancestor." Seeing that Wang Lin's group of 3 remained stubborn, the other commander sneered, raised his hand, and threw a second wine jar, this one carrying powerful force. San roared, lashing out with his fist to shatter the wine jar. But the hidden force was too strong. The rebound, Dollar Fan Chan Dollar, blasted him back several steps, his blood and chi, Dollar Kai Huet Dollar, surging. The commander shouted, "Get lost. This old master is not in a good mood today. You 3 are the only ones left in this whole tavern. Are you tired of living?" One Yao soldier, impatient to gain merit, roared, his Yao energy erupting, and lunged at Wang Lin. San immediately threw a punch to intercept. That Yao soldier was no pushover either, fiercely meeting the punch. Boom! A loud explosion rang out. The Yao soldier spat blood, his body flying backwards several zhang, smashing several tables. San also had to retreat, blood trickling from the corner of his mouth. The old injury from the wine jar's force had now worsened. Seeing their comrade injured, the 6 remaining Yao soldiers simultaneously erupted with Yao Qi. Hu Bao also didn't hesitate. 10 soul banners appeared and a ghostly wind howled. Seeing this, the Yao soldiers roared, "A divine ability Yao art. Brothers, Yao power break the divine. Dollar you Luke Fa then dollar." With that, 6 powerful streams of Yao energy, like 6 raging dragons, roared out, suppressing Hu Bao's swarm of souls and forcing them back continuously. San and Hu Bao's faces turned pale. They had fallen into an absolutely disadvantageous position. They glanced at each other, their eyes resolute. Even if they died, they had to protect Wang Lin. But just as those 6 streams of Yao energy were about to crush everything, the commander who'd been watching the show suddenly had a drastic change in expression. He shot to his feet, roaring, "Retract your Yao energy! Quick!" But it was too late. The instant his words fell, those 6 powerful streams of Yao energy suddenly lost control, as if drawn by an invisible black hole, and shot straight into Wang Lin's glabella. In that instant, the hazy look in Wang Lin's eyes vanished, replaced by a clarity and calm that was terrifying. He let out a soft breath and murmured, "Demonic Neem, truly formidable." Across from him, the 6 Yao soldiers, having lost all their Yao energy, were limp, their eyes staring at Wang Lin as if looking at a ghost. Only then did Wang Lin slowly stand up. He picked up a wine jar from the table, and without even glancing at the group, walked leisurely towards the door. San threw a few Su Yao stones, Dollar Hua Yu Thatch Dollar, onto the table and followed. Hu Bao gave a contemptuous snort and also left. Seeing himself being ignored, the other commander roared in anger, "Halt!" The Yao energy in his entire body erupted, condensing into a sharp Yao sword that slashed through the air. Only then did Wang Lin turn around. He just indifferently waved his sleeve. That menacing Yao sword instantly vanished into the void, like snow meeting a hot sun. Wang Lin spoke calmly. "We will meet again." With those words, he, along with San and Hu Bao, walked nonchalantly out of the tavern, leaving the commander standing frozen in place, his face alternating between green and white. Time flowed by again. Wang Lin returned to the inn. He spent another 2 full days and nights before finally and completely purging the demonic neem, refining it into 3 black orbs, which he stored in his bag of holding. This counted as an additional insidious weapon. Exactly on the 7th day, a skinny adjutant, Dollar Quan Su Dollar, from the Yao General's manor came to see Wang Lin. After checking the token and confirming its authenticity, the man didn't say much. He bit his fingertip and used his blood to draw a strange teleportation formation. San, with the duty of a loyal guard, unhesitatingly stepped in first to check. Seeing it was safe, Wang Lin and Hu Bao followed. Just as they stepped out of the formation's light, what appeared before their eyes was a boundless military camp stretching for 100 li. Over 10,000 black-armored Yao soldiers tilted their heads back and roared in unison. The roar, filled with Yao energy and killing intent, converged into a heaven-shattering, earth-shattering sound wave. It was clearly a welcoming blow, Dollar Hama Ui Dollar. The The terrifying sound wave instantly caused Sher San, who was already injured, to spit blood. Hu Bao was also rattled, his ears ringing, the Yao energy in his body thrown into disarray. But to Wang Lin, this attack was no different from a breeze passing his ear. He calmly placed his hand on Hu Bao's shoulder, stabilizing his Yao energy. Then he flicked a stream of pure immortal energy into Sher San, and his injuries instantly healed. Amidst 10,000 glares as sharp as knives, the adjutant spoke in a mocking tone. "Where's Commander Sima?" As he finished speaking, a massive black beast charged over from the distance like a tempest. Standing on its back was none other than the grim-faced commander from the tavern. The adjutant deliberately emphasized, "This is the new commander. Sima, vice commander, are you not going to come and pay your respects?" Sima Yan, the vice commander, immediately recognized Wang Lin as the person from the tavern. Seeing the sparks flying between the two as soon as they met, the adjutant gave a knowing smirk, excused himself, and left the battlefield to the two tigers. After long silence, Wang Lin spoke calmly. "Dismissed." In response, the 10,000 soldiers did not move. All of them looked toward Sima Yan. Faced with this blatant insubordination, Wang Lin did not get angry at all. He just calmly turned and walked away, ignoring the gleeful laughter behind him. It turned out that the commander's main tent had already been occupied by Sima Yan. Having no place to stay, Wang Lin nonchalantly found an empty patch of ground, sat cross-legged, and began to cultivate dollar nap dollar. Time passed quickly. Half a month. Wang Lin remained as still as a statue, ignoring the Yao soldiers drilling and shouting around him day after day. The fate of a new commander, how will it be decided? A great battle to establish dominance is about to erupt. 10,000 Yao soldiers are waiting. The vice commander is smiling. Will Wang Lin use slaughter to dye the barracks red, or use strategy to win the hearts of the army? What fortunes and perils await him? Fellow Taoists, what are you waiting for? Press the subscribe button and ring the bell. Turn on notifications to lock onto your spiritual sense, ensuring you don't miss any developments from 1991 Review. Toss down a comment, $10 Ben $1, predicting Wang Lin's next move, and share this with your fellow sect members to discuss the Tao together. This humble one, $Ben $1, bids you farewell. See you again in the next chapter's analysis.